Ay, tu abuelita.
The beauty of family is it doesn't matter how famous you get, you'll always be loved unconditionally. At least, that's the case for celebrated Chef Wilson Alonzo.
Vamos a comer rico y
Vamos a hacer cochinita hoy.
His abuela is always there to unconditionally make sure every dish is cooked exactly right.
Está bien. Recto. En otro lado.
I have the honor to spend all day with Chef Alonzo and his family in their hometown of Halachó, gathering ingredients and making the perfect traditional Cochinita Pibil.
Provechita.
Provechito, Will. Inspired by Halachó's incredible street food, in my kitchen I'm making salbutes.
Alan, I don't think you've tried the salbutes.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Crispy, golden fried tortillas,
See how it puffed?
Oh, wow.
Is it beautiful?
smothered with colado black beans.
I'll take them all.
Eat and grab another one. ¡Está buenísimo! Super sweet.
Échale nada más encimita. Ándale.
¡Sonó rico! So breathtaking.
The spirit of Mexico is alive and buzzing in each one of its vibrant markets. They are the economic and social backbone of the community where multi-generational families make a living. It is also the best way to get to know a new place. And the market in Halachó, in the northwest corner of Yucatan, is no exception. My guide in this lovely market is celebrated local chef Wilson Alonzo.
Vamos a comer rico y
Vamos a hacer
cocinar
cochinita
rico.
hoy.
Oye, y estoy viendo, bueno, la frescura de los ingredientes. ¡Qué cosa!
We're shopping for ingredients for Cochinita Pibil, Yucatan's signature dish. A juicy, slow-cooked pork marinated in a mixture of bitter orange, achiote paste, and spices, then slow-cooked in a pit called a pib. It's the perfect blend of Spanish and Mayan cultures in one plate.
Mira, es mi tía
No.
y mi tío Corpus.
¿También?
Sí.
Está lleno de familia. Hola, mucho gusto. ¿Conoces aquí a todos?
Sí, la gran mayoría.
Finding what we need is a lot easier since Wilson seems to be related to half of the market.
Vete, güera. Ven aquí, güera.
Ay, tu abuelita.
¡Hola!
Güera, eres güera.
Mucho gusto. Ya me
Mi
dijo
abuelita.
güera.
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama? No me dijo ni su nombre.
Ay, me llama Raquel.
Raquel. Raquel, ¿usted también cocina?
Sí,
Sí, ¿usted
Ay,
le
aprendí
enseñó?
a mi abuela.
Ah, usted le enseñó al Will.
al rato van a comer tortilla caliente.
Ella va a ir a tortear. Ahorita te veo.
It's hard not to marvel at the vast array of flavors in Yucatan's markets.
Mira, este es el frijol. Jala una vaina. Y una para mí. Te voy a enseñar a desgranarlo. Vas a agarrar y lo vas a hacer así.
¡Qué belleza!
Es frijol tierno, ¿eh?
Es el frijol negro.
Negro.
This one might be my new favorite, the succulent star apple.
A ver, le voy a dar una mordida. ¿Qué? This is so luxurious. I'm set. I don't need anything else in life. Go. No.
Before we leave, Wilson insists I try a Yucatan classic.
Quiero que pruebes esto, ¿eh?
¿Este qué es?
Es el salbute, es un clásico de acá.
¡How pretty!
Salbute is a golden crispy fried tortilla with beans, pork, and colorful toppings.
Es de lo que tienes que probar acá en el pueblo.
We're getting distracted eating everything in sight. We still need the key ingredient for the cochinita, the pork.
Él está la tienda aquí, precisamente. Buenas, buenas. Acá básicamente es conocer el puerco. Comemos puerco para todo. Desayuno, almuerzo, a veces en cena. Tenemos las patitas que sirven para frijol con puerco. El codillo, que es muy importante para los recados negros.
Estoy viendo que se usa todo el puerco,
Todo
¿no?
el puerco.
De nariz a la cola,
Completito.
todo.
Sí, sí.
¿Y para el pibil qué vamos a llevar?
Vamos a llevar pierna y en trozos que tiene grasita, que eso
Ok,
es importante.
¿Quieres como un poquito de todo?
Un poquito de todo,
Ok.
exactamente. ¿Lo llevas?
Sí, tú primero.
Gracias.
¿Y tú naciste aquí, creciste aquí?
Sí.
¿Y por aquí está donde creciste? Por
Aquí está
tu
mi casa. Exacto.
Ajá. ¡Ahí es tu papá!
Mi papá. Y ahí va.
Wilson seems to be related to the entire town. I love it.
Muchas gracias.
Bueno,
Before we make the cochinita, I want you to try the salbute.
The salbutes that I ate with Wilson were so delicious that I want to make them home here with you. The salbute is a soft tortilla that is fried in a little bit of oil. You're gonna love it. What you need to make them is a salsa, some refried beans, a topping or filling like a picadillo. So I'm gonna start by making the colado beans or frijoles colados, and it's Yucatan's version of refried beans. And here I have a pound of dried beans that I rinsed, and I'm just adding the beans into the water, turning it on over high, and as it starts to simmer, I'm gonna add all these sprigs of epazote. The epazote, which I'm adding here, I don't know how to define it. It's very fragrant, aromatic, herby. It's just so distinct.
If you can't find epazote, you can use cilantro or skip it.
I have a white onion that I cut and peeled. I want them to cook until they soften. I'm gonna cover my beans and reduce the heat to medium low and let it cook for an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna make a chunky tomato and habanero salsa. So easy to make. So now I'm adding 1.5 pounds Roma tomatoes. And all I want is for the tomatoes to cook and become really mushy and soft. And while that happens, I'm gonna chop half of a white onion. Okay. But now the tomatoes are ready. So I'm adding the tomato like this in the blender, a teaspoon of salt, and here we go. That's it. So you want them chunky. See? Okay, so I'm heating my pan over medium-high heat. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of just vegetable oil. Once that the oil starts shimmering at the bottom of the pan, I'm adding my onion. All that's in this chunky salsa is the tomatoes, the onion that I chopped, and habanero chiles. And because I'm adding them whole, the sauce is not gonna get spicy per se, but we don't want them to break apart because if not, the salsa is gonna be spicy as hell. So now that we have these nice and seasoned, I'm gonna add the sauce. So we're just gonna cook these for a few minutes until it gains even more taste, more color, and it thickens a little. So this is ready. The salsa has thickened and seasoned and it smells awesome, yeah. I'm gonna taste. No, I'm not putting an habanero on my chip. I can feel the heat. I can add more heat, but I'll do it when I do the salbute and I break the habanero. So these beans are ready. And this just makes me so happy. This is home. So you see how the beans are super soft. See, they break apart. Okay, so I'm removing the onion and the epazote. So in this deep skillet, I'm going to add a little bit of oil, just like 1 or 2 tablespoons over medium-high heat. And I'm gonna chop some onion. So this is half of a white onion, and you wanna chop it fine. And the oil is hot. Adding my onion. Dropping in 2 banana peppers. And as this happens, I'm gonna puree my beans that need to go in here. Oh, and you know what? We didn't add salt to these beans. Like 1 tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons. Okay? And then to finish with the frijoles colados, as they say in Mexico, the beans could walk out of the pan. That means they're really, really, really thick. And you see the chile. Ven, Mila, come, come. Y esta es la cruz,
Esta es
la cruz de la que me
la que te
platicabas.
platicaba. Entonces
¿Y
la
qué se
idea es
ponen?
que poner 9 piedritas, pero hay que buscarlas.
Leaving 9 rocks at the altar is believed to provide safe entry and safe exit.
¿Listo?
¿Ya?
¿Ya?
Green crosses in Yucatan symbolize the blending of Maya beliefs and Christianity brought by the Spaniards. The crosses were made from the wood of the sacred ceiba tree. In Maya mythology, the gods planted the first ceiba tree at the center of the universe, and from its branches, the sky was formed. The tree's roots reached into the underworld, establishing a link between the realms and facilitating communication between humans and gods. Chef Wilson blesses the ingredients for each dish at the ceiba tree behind his restaurant. He credits much of his passion for Maya tradition and cooking to his abuela, Raquel.
¿Cuántos nietos?
Tienes como 85 nietos.
El que está lejos tiene 3. El otro tiene 3.
Ya no los puede ni contar, doña Raquel. ¿Qué son? Y ese es el que más cocina.
Es el único más. Sí.
Entonces usted nos va diciendo si lo está haciendo bien o no. Vamos a arrancar con...
Con la preparación, bueno, utilizamos lo que es el achiote, la pasta de achiote, la
Hay
hoja.
que colarlo.
Que huele delicioso.
Achiote is an all-purpose paste made with annatto seeds. Then it's mixed with bitter orange, lard, and other spices and is for marinating the pork.
Pues mira, esta es la naranja agria. Es otro de los ingredientes que llegaron cuando llegó la colonia. Aquí
¿No
se
le vas a
aclimató.
decir al recado?
Ahí voy, ahí vamos.
Al
a
recado.
aprenderlo. Sí, al recado.
Sí.
Sí, siempre bajas la naranja y la vas pelando, ¿no?
It seems that no matter how experienced or well-respected Wilson is, it's clear that abuela is still the boss of this kitchen.
Que se apuren y ya se
Sí, ya vi. Sí. Se nos va a ganar lo caliente del tip.
Rápido, rápido, ok.
Sí.
First, we have to put the...
Hola, Raquel.
Well, I guess I first need an apron.
Más abajo, más abajo.
más abajo.
Un poquito más abajo.
No, está bien, sí, para que no te manche tu ropa aquí.
Ok.
Ahí está.
Venga a darme un beso. Gracias. I'm Raquel's apron, so now I'm gonna cook right. Voy a
¿Lo
estar
cambias si
aquí.
quieres?
Ya lo colaste,
sí.
ya lo colaste.
Ahí voy.
Ok.
Tú embadurnas en todo.
Oh, this is so much fun. Ay, qué bonito.
Acomódala ya. Ahí está bien. Eso es lo que tiene que tener así bonito.
¿Le ponemos más sal, Raquel?
No,
No mucho,
a
dice.
medida, no vaya a estar muy salado.
Tienes razón, Raquel.
Mira.
Almost ready. We just need to cover the pork with banana leaves. And the most important step,
¿Cómo lo ve?
Doña Raquel's stamp of approval.
Está bien.
¿Está bien?
Sí, está bien. Está
Está
bien.
ok.
Pero que lo lleven así, lo lleven y ya lo tapan. A ver.
Y
For the ancient Maya, cooking inside a pib represents an underworld battle between the food and evil. With food always victorious.
No está caliente, eso dice quemar. Ponlo bien. Recto.
¡Perfecto!
ahí va.
En el otro lado.
There is also a battle between Doña Raquel and her high cooking standards. And she's also always victorious.
Así. No dejes que se... Pon
se
esto
abra.
primero, pon esto primero.
Mira que tiene que ser rápido.
Dóblalo.
Dámelo.
Ahora dóblalo también en el otro lado, pero
Ahí voy,
dóblalo.
espérame. Ahí voy, espérame.
Dentro.
Ahí está.
Súmelo. Así lo debes de hacer allá.
After enduring a 4-hour battle in the underworld, the Cochinita Pibil is ready to return to our table.
¡Wow!
El aroma.
¡Qué impresión!
Sí.
Yo ya estoy lista para los tacos. Lista para los tacos.
Once above ground, the air fills with a smoky, floral, earthy aroma, and the juicy, tender meat falls apart to the touch.
¡Qué rico!
¿Y tú lo
¡Quiero mi
hiciste?
taquito!
Ya está con las
¡Qué
tortillas de la abuela.
delicia!
To properly enjoy the Cochinita Pibil, we can't forget pickled onion with habanero and bitter orange.
Mira. Provechita. ¿Ah?
Provechito, Will.
Tiene buena mano.
¡Qué cosa más deliciosa! Me sabe todo lo que cocinó allá adentro con las palmas y la leña y me sabe todo el amor que se siente aquí. Will, gracias.
Están en tu casa.
Qué delicia. Alan, I don't think you've tried the salbutes, have you?
No, what's that?
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited because you're gonna try this for the first time. Now we're gonna make the topping of the salbute, which is a pibil picadillo. Okay, so can you help me chop like half of this onion? So I have 1 pound of ground pork with fat and all, because the fat is gonna give it its taste.
For the picadillo mix, we're going to add 1 cooked tomato, about a tablespoon of achiote paste, 3 tablespoons of bitter orange, and a teaspoon of salt. If you can't find bitter orange, you can use equal parts orange juice, lime juice, and white distilled vinegar.
Okay, you wanna add like a tablespoon or 2 of the oil, you can eyeball it. Y mira, quiero que huelas. I mean...
Like that would get me out of the bed. Out of bed in the morning.
No, okay. And once your oil is hot, you can add your onion.
Okay.
This is something that you can make for your friends so easy. Like you can do pibil hamburgers. Oh my gosh, we're just coming up with new things.
That would be good.
Typically, I like to mix things with my hands.
Yeah.
But this has such an intense color that my hands would be red for like 48 hours. Okay, so the onion is cooking. We're gonna add the garlic.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add the meat. These things you can really tailor to taste.
Yeah.
So that was 1 gigantic garlic clove.
Yeah.
We're adding the meat. I love the color, I love the flavor, I love the aroma. And you know what? It's actually a good idea to mix it with 2, as if it were your 2 hands. Porque ground pork and ground meat tends to clump up as it cooks. You wanna break it up. Okay, so that's good. So you see how the juices are coming out? You want these to cook until the juices dry up. Okay, that's beautiful. And now the flavor from the achiote paste should be like in full bloom. And now we're gonna put it here. Do you wanna try?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is our lunch. Le falta sal, ¿está bien?
No, it's really good.
Okay, so look. We have the beans, we have the salsa, we have the achiote or pibil pork. The only thing we need is an edible plate to build all these things on top of.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's make our salbutes. Alan, we have here 2.5 cups of masa harina. We have a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And this is one of the few antojos or Mexican corn masa-based foods that I know that mix corn flour and wheat flour.
Right, I've never heard of that.
No, isn't it so interesting?
Yeah.
And it really talks about the combination of what the Spanish brought and what the Mayas had. And you can add the water. We have 2.5 cups of water. Can you add like a 1/4 teaspoon salt? Alan, you always have to take every recipe with a grain of salt. So
I
water.
don't follow anyone else's recipes.
Oh, yeah,
They're
right.
the only recipes I make.
I think it needs a little bit more water. Maybe it's drier today. Mira.
Should I add more water?
Yeah, let's add just a little more. Like, that's good. You want to make sure, like, as you need it, that you don't feel any grumos, like
Oh, like clumps?
clumps, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
perfect. That was so soothing.
Yeah.
So now we need 16, like 14 to 16 balls from these. If they're on
That's a good
top of
size.
each other, that's a perfect size. Okay, so now that we have the balls. Okay, Alan. Tenemos el oil, tenemos la masa, tenemos los tortilla presses. We need to test the oil. Make sure it's hot enough. So what you want to find are super happy bubbles.
That looks pretty good. It's smiling.
Those are super happy bubbles.
Yeah.
So you open them like these. I already cut us a couple of pieces of plastic. And you want to use the super thin plastic from like grocery store produce bags.
Yeah.
So you put one piece of plastic on the bottom and then piece of plastic on top. And then you grab a ball. Then you put it in the middle.
Okay.
Y luego you just press down. And then here's the trick, okay? When you put them on your hand, don't put them on your whole hand, but just on the tip of your hand so that it won't stick to my hand. Okay. No quiero que te queme, so gentle.
Okay.
Y don't do it fast and don't do it with fear because then it jumps. Beautiful!
Almost.
Sí, ahora mira. See how it puffs?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That looks really good.
In order for it to like evenly cook on both sides,
You pour the oil
you
on.
pour the oil. I can't
beautiful.
believe how gorgeous this is. You have the brown in the bottom, the super soft on the top. So this is what they did when they gave me one there, which is what I'll do too. So a thin layer of the frijoles colados.
Okay.
Thin layer. That's my thin layer. You choose like calderos that you like.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is smart. So that it holds all the meat. Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna cut some avocado for mine.
Salsa?
Salsa.
So this is habanero?
Sí, it's not really spicy. I cook the sauce with the whole habaneros.
Okay.
If you want the heat, you put the habanero on your plate, and then what they'll do is like they'll dunk whatever piece they're eating with the habanero. It's super spicy.
That's super spicy.
So then you do the sauce.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I mean, Alan is beautiful.
Looks crazy good.
Let's try.
Perfect.
Ready?
Whoa. So good.
It is.
So crispy.
When you bite into it, part of you is feeling the tender crisp from the bottom, but part of you is feeling the soft from the top.
I'll take them all.
Eat and grab another one.